Hey there, fellow Americans. If you've been anxiously waiting for your Social Security and SSDI payments, I've got some incredible news that's going to make your day. This Friday, a whopping $1,843 payment is hitting bank accounts across the nation. Before we dive deep into all the details about these direct deposits and what they mean for you, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss out on crucial updates about Social Security benefits, SSDI payments, and other financial news that could put more money in your pocket. Now, let me ask you something. Have you been struggling to keep up with the rising costs of everyday essentials? Are you one of the millions of Americans who depend on Social Security or SSDI benefits to make ends meet? Well, this Friday's payment could be exactly what you need to breathe a little easier. The Social Security Administration has confirmed that beneficiaries will receive direct deposits averaging $1,843, which represents a significant increase from previous payments thanks to the 2023 Cost of Living Adjustment, COLA. You might be wondering, why is this payment so important? Well, with inflation still affecting everything from groceries to gas prices, every dollar counts. This $1,843 payment is part of the Social Security Administration's commitment to ensuring beneficiaries can maintain their standard of living despite rising costs. But here's what's really interesting: this payment isn't just a one-time thing. It's part of the regular monthly benefits that have been adjusted to help Americans cope with the current economic climate. Let's break down who's eligible for these payments. If you're currently receiving Social Security Retirement Benefits, SSDI, or SSI, you're likely in line for this deposit. However, the exact amount you'll receive might vary depending on several factors, including your work history, the age at which you started claiming benefits, and whether you're receiving disability or retirement benefits. Have you checked your My Social Security account lately to verify your payment amount? If not, now would be a perfect time to do so. Something that many people don't realize is that these direct deposits are scheduled based on your birth date. For those born between the 1st and 10th of the month, you'll see the deposit hit your account this Friday. But what if your birthday falls later in the month? Don't worry, I'll explain the complete payment schedule in just a moment. Isn't it interesting how the SSA has organized this system to ensure smooth distribution of benefits to millions of Americans? One of the most common questions I get from viewers is, what should I do if my payment doesn't arrive on time? First, don't panic. While the vast majority of direct deposits arrive right on schedule, sometimes technical issues or banking delays can occur. The best course of action is to wait 24 hours and then contact your bank if you still haven't received your payment. If the issue persists, you can reach out to the Social Security Administration directly. They have dedicated staff ready to help resolve any payment issues. Here's something crucial that many beneficiaries overlook: these payments are subject to certain rules and regulations. For instance, did you know that some beneficiaries might need to pay federal income taxes on their Social Security benefits? This typically happens if you have substantial income in addition to your Social Security benefits. Have you considered how this might affect your tax situation? It's always wise to consult with a tax professional to understand your specific circumstances. Let's talk about the impact of the 2023 COLA on these payments. The 8.7% increase implemented this year is one of the largest in recent history, directly responding to the significant inflation we've experienced. This means that if you were receiving $1,695 last year, you're now getting around $1,843, a substantial boost to help cope with higher prices. But here's a question worth considering: are these increases keeping pace with your actual cost of living changes? Many viewers have asked about how these payments compare to previous years. When we look at the historical data, it's clear that the current payment levels represent a significant improvement in benefit amounts. However, some economists argue that the current formula for calculating COLAs might not fully capture the real expenses that seniors and disabled individuals face. What do you think about this? Have the increases been enough to cover your rising costs? Something that's particularly relevant for SSDI beneficiaries is understanding how these payments might affect other benefits they receive. For instance, if you're getting Medicare, your Part B premiums are typically deducted from your Social Security payment. Have you noticed how this affects your net benefit amount? It's essential to keep track of these deductions to ensure you're receiving the correct payment amount. For those who are new to Social Security or SSDI benefits, you might be wondering about the best way to receive your payments. Direct deposit is highly recommended by the SSA, as it's the most secure and reliable method. But did you know you can also choose to receive your benefits through a direct express card if you don't have a bank account? What's your preferred method of receiving your benefits, and why? Let's address another common concern: what happens if you need to make changes to your direct deposit information? The process is actually quite straightforward, but it's crucial to make any changes through official SSA channels to protect yourself from fraud. Have you ever needed to update your payment information? The SSA's online portal makes this process relatively simple, but you can also visit a local Social Security office if you prefer in-person assistance. Speaking of fraud, it's essential to stay vigilant about protecting your benefits. Scammers often target Social Security beneficiaries with various schemes. Did you know that the SSA will never call you unsolicited and ask for your Social Security number or banking information? If you receive such a call, it's almost certainly a scam. How can you better protect yourself from these fraudulent attempts? For those of you who are still working while receiving benefits, it's crucial to understand how your earnings might affect your payment amounts. The SSA has specific rules about income limits, especially if you're under full retirement age. Have you checked the current earnings limits to ensure you're staying within the guidelines? This is particularly important for SSDI recipients, as exceeding the substantial gainful activity (SGA) threshold could affect their benefits. Looking ahead, many beneficiaries are wondering about future payment increases. While it's too early to predict the exact COLA for 2024, experts are closely monitoring inflation rates and other economic indicators. What are your thoughts on how benefits should be adjusted in the future? Should the formula for calculating COLAs be modified to better reflect the actual expenses of beneficiaries? An often overlooked aspect of these payments is the impact they have on the broader economy. When millions of Americans receive their Social Security and SSDI benefits, it creates a significant boost in consumer spending. Have you considered how these regular payments contribute to your local economy? From grocery stores to healthcare services, these benefits help support countless businesses and jobs across the country. For those of you who are helping family members manage their Social Security benefits, it's important to understand the rules and responsibilities of being a representative payee. Are you aware of the documentation requirements and reporting obligations? The SSA takes this role very seriously, as it's designed to protect vulnerable beneficiaries while ensuring their funds are properly managed. Let's also discuss the importance of keeping your contact information up to date with the SSA. Any changes in your address, phone number, or email could affect how you receive important communications about your benefits. When was the last time you verified your contact information with the SSA? It's a simple step that can prevent potential issues with your payments. As we approach this Friday's payment date, it's worth mentioning that some beneficiaries might see their deposits arrive a day early, depending on their bank's policies. Have you noticed patterns in when your payments typically post to your account? Understanding these patterns can help you better plan your monthly budget and expenses. For those who are considering applying for Social Security or SSDI benefits in the near future, these current payment amounts might affect your decision about when to start claiming. Have you calculated how different claiming ages might impact your benefit amount? Remember, the age at which you begin receiving benefits can significantly affect your monthly payment amount. Finally, let's address the sustainability of the Social Security system itself. While there's been much discussion about the program's long-term funding, it's important to understand that current beneficiaries' payments are secure. What are your thoughts on the various proposals to ensure the program's long-term stability? How do you think these potential changes might affect future generations? Remember, staying informed about your Social Security and SSDI benefits is crucial for managing your financial well-being. If you found this information helpful, please don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might benefit from this knowledge. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay updated on all the latest Social Security news and updates. What other topics would you like me to cover in future videos? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll make sure to address your questions in upcoming content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.